there! If you feel like you are drowning in tasks and deadlines, or that you suffer from the dreaded, I was so busy today and yet nothing got done, then you're in the right spot. And this video is definitely for you. My name is Linda and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you two of the tools that I use to stay organized. Now, to give you some context, I use these tools to manage our two businesses, our Airbnb project, this YouTube channel, as well as all the other home tasks that need to get done. I'm going to teach you the tools that help us stay focused on the daily tasks to make sure what's important actually gets done, and what we use to plan more long-term responsibilities as well. Let's start by talking about the macro tasks. So these are planning out weekly, monthly, and beyond. For the last 7 years of being a business owner, running my financial brokerage, I have used a paper planner. This is the one I'm currently using right now. I have used and loved companies like PlannerPad, Passion Planner, which has been my tried and true all-time favorite to date. And then this year, I'm going to be trying the beautiful Hemlock and Oak Planner after watching someone else use it and love it. If you are looking for a really great planner, I will put some links down below where you can get these planners for yourself. That being said, here are some of the things that I personally look for in a planner for it to work for my needs. First off, I like when my planner is laid out in a weekly format. This means that when I open my planner, I am able to see the whole week laid out for me. This allows me to know what is coming up without having to flip too far into the future. Secondly, I need my planner to have a time frame from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day. So many planners will have from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is perfect for like a typical workday, but I plan not just my work schedule, but my life schedule. So having that bigger time frame is important to me. And on top of that, I need more than just times on a day. I like to have a little bit of space where I can write important notes or details relevant to that week so that I can keep everything together in the same place. The nice thing about a yearly planner is that I can also put in important dates that are coming up in the future. So things that I can anticipate in months from now, like maybe a doctor's or dentist appointment or events that we have coming up, I can pre-plan those so that when I'm getting a little bit closer or looking into the future, I know what's coming up and I'm not double booking things. It allows me to easily flip a couple pages to even know what the month looks like. Now, I have been highly questioned on why it is that I don't use an electronic planner. And I've thought about it, but these are the facts for me. An electronic planner, when it's laid out, often gets compressed, especially if you're fitting appointment after appointment, to the point where you can only see like a portion of what you wrote. And that makes it really hard to see what you have in a week at a quick glance. It also makes it hard to look at a glance at what you have in the following week. For myself, every Sunday, I look at the week ahead to figure out what I need to prioritize, what I need to get a head start on, and what is coming up. The key secret to this, though, is that everything goes in the planner. If somebody messages me and I don't have my planner with me, they're gonna get a response of, that sounds great, let me check my planner and I'll get back to you. Everything must go in the planner. I also find that by allocating things within our planners, we can then make sure that we know about them, plan for them, and then we can allocate plenty of time in our day-to-day to make sure that we are not falling behind and putting ourselves in one of those I procrastinated, it's never going to get done on time situations. And then the other thing about the paper planner is I always make sure that it is readily available and somewhere where I'm going to see it. I keep mine, actually both Jason and I keep ours in the office because we both spend a substantial amount of time in here. My day starts in the office. So I grab my coffee, I come to the office, I sit down, and I open my planner. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please go down below, hit the thumbs up like button, and subscribe. I don't want you to miss any other future videos that I have regarding organization, planning, and time management. All right, let's break down the micro tasks. I have always been a huge to-do list person. I believe that when you have so much to do, it is a lot easier to put it all down on paper, make that list so that nothing gets missed, and then go through it and check it off. But then I started to notice something. I started to notice that there were days where I would get so much from that list done, and yet at the end of the day, the most important things weren't getting done. And then I would go to bed overwhelmed, feeling like I have so much to do. So I made the decision to ditch the typical to-do list and build myself a priority list. Essentially, as the name states, it just means that you are reorganizing the typical and traditional to-do list to prioritize the things that are going to have the biggest impact on your day. So let's lay out how this works. If you are someone that benefits from doing a brain dump and just writing down everything that you need to do in a day on paper, do so. It helps take everything out of the brain and put it in a pile. Now, the first thing that you're going to do with a priority list is this. You will have the do this first item. This is that one thing that is so important in your day that even if things get totally messed up in your day and you have to drop everything to do something else, if you got just this one thing done, that day would be a success. That is your do this first task. Next is your do this next task. This is the second most important thing that you need to get done today in order for the day to be great. It means that even if you only got these 2 tasks done, they would have moved you so much further ahead, gotten you so much more caught up, made you the most money than any other task that you need to do. The next area on this to-do list is your later and urgent. This later and urgent section is for all of the other things that really need to get done today. And in a perfect world, it would be awesome if you got them done. But they are not as important as thing 1 and thing 2. And then last at the bottom of the list, you have your later, not urgent. These are the things that it would be nice. If you happen to have some extra time in the day, great. You can start to tackle the things on the bottom of the list. These are the things that if they had to get pushed to the next day or the next week, or they disappear, never to make their way on the list again, it would probably be okay. But these are still things that are sitting in your head, taking up space. So we put them on the list. By prioritizing our traditional to-do lists, it puts the most important things as a top priority. So that if nothing else, the big jobs, the ones that stress you out the most, weigh the heaviest on your shoulders, are the ones with major deadlines, are knocked off your radar, stress is gone, and then you can more easily transfer your energy and time to the next ones. And while everything on our to-do list needs to be done eventually, so many of the small tasks truly can wait at the expense of the ones that are so much more important. And sometimes it's about ease. Sometimes we get all these little tasks done, and that is why we feel we've been so busy, but at the end of the day, we have not fulfilled the things that were most important. And the big things can be different for everyone. It can be major projects with deadlines, with next tasks that need to be completed right away, or really crucial things like meal planning and picking up groceries so that your family eats this week. Everybody's priorities are different, but there are always bigger priorities for everyone, and that's how we want to focus on getting those done first. And another important thing to remember is that sometimes the most important priority on your list is yourself. It is very okay in that do right now section of your to-do list that it is you time. And never take for granted how important it is to take care of ourselves first. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other great videos such as 10 healthy habits to start right now and my ultimate meal prep guide. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.